Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for my fourth YouTube video, I wanted to do my everyday go-to full coverage makeup look with eyeshadow. This is something that has been requested from a lot of people for my YouTube channel, so I'm here to deliver. This is full coverage AF. This is eyeshadow. This is making it seem like you actually spent hella time on your makeup, but you didn't. Honestly, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, for this intro, all my friends are actually here and I've been drinking Patron for the past hour.
So, I'm actually a little bit lit right now.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a Tuesday turn up. We turn up every day of the week, and yeah, I hope you guys like this look. This is the look I did in my last video, in my question and answer video, and everybody kept asking me to film my favorite go-to full coverage makeup look. So here it is. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys have been having a great week. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So cheers. I did my eyebrows off camera. I do my brows off camera because I take super long to fill them in and I don't want to make this video 40 minutes again like my first one. I used precisely my brow pencil. I am the shade 4. This is my favorite brow pencil. Another one of my favorite brow pencils is MAC Spiked Brow Pencil. This is another one that I use consistently every single day. I personally like brow pencils better than pomade now. I used to be a pomade girl, but then in 2018 I discovered brow pencils and I don't use pomade anymore. It takes way too long and I feel like brow pencils are super easy and they're less harsh. So that's the way I like to do my brows. If you guys want a brow routine, I will do that for you. Just comment below and let me know if that's a video you would like to see on my channel, because I do my brows a specific way and they always look good every single day. I never have a bad brow day. So this look is going to be very full coverage. It's going to be matte. I personally like a matte face on myself better than like dewy and like really highlighty. Like I just like matte. My face always looks beat as hell, and this look also has no flashback, so this is picture safe, video safe, flash safe. Like it just looks extremely good. And we're also gonna ignore the fact that Sky has no nails right now. My life has been extremely rough for the past 2 weeks. When doing a matte full coverage look, I am making sure that I moisturize and hydrate my skin a lot, because you don't want it to look dry and patchy and cake face. I have dry skin. I need to make sure I'm moisturizing and hydrating my skin a lot. When it's the colder months, I actually exfoliate my skin twice a week because it just starts getting super dry. So I already exfoliated my skin and it's feeling like super smooth. I cleansed as well. So now I'm going to go in and moisturize. I am using my Dermalogica Intensive Moisture Balance moisturizer that I always use every day. This moisturizer is $80, but it's worth every penny. I always make sure I get in between my eyebrows as well, because my skin just be so damn dry in cold months. Now that we moisturize, I'm going to go in and spray my face with facial sprays like I always do. This is the same routine I do literally every day. This is Badescu facial sprays, the cucumber one. And I spray a lot. Then I take my MAC Fix Plus and I use about 3 sprays of this. After I spray my face, I go into my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I used to not set my brows at all until I got this product, and this honestly works super good. It keeps your brow hairs in place, and I feel like it sets the product there too. A lot of times, like when I accidentally fall asleep in my makeup, I wake up and my brows haven't even moved at all. So one of my new favorite foundations, and this is honestly crazy because I am a high-end foundation bitch. Like I really only use high-end foundations. But I ran out of my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation, and that has been my favorite foundation since 2016. I use it faithfully every single day. I love that foundation, but I ran out. So when I ran out like 2 weeks ago, I started using this CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made foundation. It looks like this. I'm in the shade M50, which is soft tan. I love this foundation. And it's full coverage. Well, it's medium coverage, but you can build it up to full depending on what you're using to apply your foundation with. Brushes make for more full coverage looks. If you're using a sponge like I'll be using today, you will have to layer a couple layers maybe, but it doesn't sit on the skin and look cakey. It actually just looks like my skin but better. So I'm going to be using this. I do about 3 pumps of this, which is kind of a lot. But I feel like when you do your makeup with a sponge, it soaks up a lot of the product. It doesn't give you a full coverage look, which is why I do so many damn pumps. Everybody's about to watch this video and be like, oh my god, Sky's doing her foundation with a sponge. Like, we thought you only liked brushes. And that's true. But I tried, like a couple days ago, I was doing my makeup and I was like, let me try my face with a sponge, because my friend Ivy really likes the Makeup Shack sponges, and Taylor does too, I believe. So I did it and I was like, why the hell haven't I been using sponges for years? A brush is my preferred way of doing my makeup just because you don't have to put so many layers on, but a sponge really has your face looking really good. I think, you know, I won't mind doing my makeup like this more often. 3 pumps of this foundation covers my whole face. Then I go in with another pump and do my cheeks, just because I have like a tiny bit of scarring left, just a little bit right here. So I do another pump and cover up my cheek area, and then pretty much everything is covered and full coverage by that point. My favorite concealer in life is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I'm the shade Golden Beige. So this is the first concealer I go in with. So I highlight under my eyes, and then I'm gonna conceal my chin, and I'm going to do a little bit in the center of my forehead, just a little bit. I am just doing it this way because I'm bringing light to the center of my face, and then when we contour it'll just all balance out. So you guys, I had no idea how many Libras I really had in my life until Libra season started, and I actually have a ton of Libra friends. My mom is a Libra as well. I would just like to say Libra season is my favorite season, period. Besides Gemini season, of course, but Libra season is my favorite season. Like, we partied extremely hard this Libra season. So after I go with my first concealer, I do go in with a second concealer that is a little bit lighter than the first one, just to bring more light, more coverage, and I just feel like it does a little something, like it makes it look a little better. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer Concealer. I am in the shade SX07. This is full coverage AF. Like, this is like really full coverage. So I'm just applying this a little bit under my eyes in the center. This is one of my favorite concealers of all time. And I'm using a Morphe M524 brush just to apply it. I'm gonna blend it out with my Makeup Shack sponge. Use code SKY to save 20% off. You want to make sure you're getting into your nose cracks right here.
JT out.
What? Y'all, JT just got released from prison. Yes.
Period.
Yes. My bitch is out of jail. So now that we put our 10 layers of concealer on, I am going to set my face and concealer with my MAC Patrick Star Powder. This is one of my favorite powders ever. I'm just going to use my sponge to kind of press that into my skin. And then I'm setting my eyelids with powder as well, because we are going to go in with eyeshadow later. but I am only using like 3 shades. So I don't even prime my eyelids with concealer. I just use my foundation and then I set my foundation on my eyelids with powder. Don't forget your nose cracks. So now that I have my mask on, I'm going to contour with my favorite contour product. This is the MAC Studio Fix Powder in NC47. I am going to use my favorite brush, which is the Makeup Shack T80 brush. You can use code SKY for 20% off. So it's Tuesday, so I can tell you guys a little bit about my weekend. Basically, I had a fantastic weekend. I was drunk the whole weekend. Friday, I was super lit. It was my friend's birthday. I was on my way to the strip club, and then I got out of the car in the middle of the street and ended up at a whole different club than I was supposed to be at. Then after that, the night was a blur. You know when you just want to forget shit that you did? That's how I feel. It was one of those nights. Then Sunday I had my brother's birthday party, which was a blast. Contouring and bronzing is just my favorite part. It just makes your face look so good and alive and warm and awake, and oh, I just love it. I am going to take my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder, and I am in the shade Banana Bread. I'm going to take that with a Makeup Shack T22 brush, and this is what I use to clean up my contour. I am going to let this powder sit and kind of bake under my contour for a little bit, and I'm going to go into blush. I'm going to use my favorite blush. It is the Makeup Revolution Matte Blush Powder. It's in the shade Fusion. It looks like this. It's just a really pretty basic nude blush. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Shack T7 brush. This is my favorite way to apply blush. And I just apply it to the apples of my cheeks and run it back into my contour. If you apply too much like I just did, it's okay, because we are going to blend it out with our sponge. Edel just said I look like the Joker. Things can get a little ugly before they get pretty, sweetie. So then I'm going to wipe away my powder underneath my contour. So after I do my face, I like to go in with eyeshadow. This is a look I do all the time, especially when I need to like take a picture for Instagram and make it look like I really took my time with my makeup, or when I'm like going out and I want it to really look like I tried to beat my face, but in reality I only used 3 eyeshadow shades. This is what I do. So you can use any 3 shades of brown that you want or that you own. You just need 1 light shade, 1 medium shade, and 1 darker shade. So many people own this palette because it's so good. So I'm going to use this one for my eyeshadow today. I am going to take this shade right here. I'm going to use the Makeup Shack T50. And this is going to be the first lighter shade toned brown I use in my crease. So I'm throwing this sloppily in the crease and just blending it out. One of my friends just texted and said she's gonna slide with some drink. She said Patron or Don Julio. We were like, Don Julio. I am going to use this one right here. This is like a really warm medium toned brown, so it'll work. And I am using a Morphe M433 brush to apply this one. So I am applying this the same way I did the first shade, to the outer corner and inner corner, even amount of product, back and forth motions. Then you can go back in with the previous brush and a little bit of that first shade and blend both of them together. You don't want any harsh lines, and you just want to make this look like a really like blown out smoky eye kind of. I feel like brown shadows pretty much go with whatever you're wearing, which is why I think I just do this look so often, because it just goes with everything. I am going to go into the third and darker shade. I'm going to use this one right here on a Makeup Shack T67 brush. So I'm just going to apply the darker shade to the outer corner. And then I'm going to bring it up into the crease slightly. And I'm going to use the previous brush to blend it out. I am going to apply my liquid liner. I use CoverGirl liquid liner. It's my favorite. It's in the shade 320, which is matte black. Then I'm just gonna fill in the wing. So I'm gonna apply Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and then I'm going to apply my false lashes. So I used the same lashes I used in my previous videos because this is my favorite lash at the moment. So they look like this. They're super fluffy and dramatic. Look at the difference lashes make to a look. Like, just so much better. Okay, you guys, I really have to hurry because the sun is setting and I use natural light to film, and I've been drinking Patron for the past hour, so I'm just gonna hurry up. I'm gonna do my lower lash line. My lower lash line, I'm gonna start with this in the same order that we did the crease shade. So I'm gonna start with the lightest shade first. I'm gonna use a Morphe M433. I'm not going to bring the shadow all the way into the inner corner just because I have watery eyes and I have a problem where my shadow kind of like creases and falls into the fine lines. So I'm only going to bring it about 3/4 of the way into the inner corner. Then I'm going to go into the medium brown shade that we used right here. So then I'm going to use a Makeup Shack T54. It's a flat definer brush. And I'm going to take the darkest shade of brown that we used in the crease, and I'm going to press this into the lash line to create kind of like a liner effect with the shadow. Look what I got! Ah! More Patron! I'm going to apply lower lash mascara. So now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and finish the look with the lips. I am going to use NYX Brown Lip Liner, and my friend Kween has her own makeup brand. It's called Kween Cosmetics. I love her so much. She's a fellow Gemini. We celebrate our birthdays together. Her birthday is 2 days before mine. So Kween, I love you, and I love this lip gloss. You know what? I actually don't know how to pronounce this name. Whatever. Either way, it's from Kween Cosmetics and it's beautiful. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to say something really controversial. I think highlight is pointless. I don't like it on my face. I think my face looks better matte. I think highlight is just overdoing it. So you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys love this look. This is perfect for the club, a night out, just an everyday beat. If you want to walk around and people will ask you, oh my God, who does your makeup? This is perfect for that. This literally looks like you spend so much time on it and you didn't at all. This is my go-to makeup look that always looks good for everybody to wear. Brown shadow goes with everything. I hope you guys really liked this look. I love you. Thank you for supporting me like always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment on this video and let me know what you guys want to see for my next video. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to take a shot.